Hello and welcome to week 1 of the course. I am here today to show you what is due for week 1. Now, online courses are all set up differently, and as you know, I set mine up through learning content and weekly folders. If you have a look in your learning content, you're going to see a folder for week 1, and then once you click it, you're going to end up here. Now, online courses have a requirement at KCTCS that you complete a syllabus quiz to prove that you are attending class. So the syllabus quiz, which is located right here where I'm hovering, is due by 10:59 Central Time. So if you live in Bowling Green, that's going to be your time, and if you live somewhere like Louisville or Eastern Standard Time, it's going to be 11:59. So what you'll do is you'll click this link and you'll go to the quiz to take the quiz over the syllabus after you have read the syllabus fully. This is a very important component of the class. It not only shows that you're attending or intend to stay in the class, but it also is your acknowledgement that you understand the syllabus and all of the information in it that you have to complete during the course of this class. So, and up here it says this week students will, and each week is set up this way, complete the syllabus quiz by Thursday is when it's due, no later, because I drop people from the course because the university requires it on Friday. So if you have not completed that on Thursday, you will be dropped from the course for non-attendance. So students who do not complete the quiz by this time will be dropped from the class as a no-show. Is what it's called. And there's, when it says see link below, that means that there's a link in this folder that goes to that assignment. Excuse me. So if you look at the next one, introduce themselves to the class via the discussion board at the end, by the end of Sunday. And it gives you the same times. Everything is due on Sunday except for this syllabus quiz. So let's scroll down here. So you'll see the syllabus quiz and then discussion board. So that is your first discussion board. It has the due date here. When you go to the discussion board, if you don't know how to use the discussion board, all you have to do is go to discussion boards, and there's a video there for you to help you. But I'm going to click this for you to show you really quickly. So let's click. Now, if nobody's posted, it's going to look like this. But if someone has, you're going to see a thread, which will have someone's name and that they posted. But for the purposes of this, we're going to go with this because nobody's posted to it yet. Let's click Create Thread. Now, that's when you're going to see directions to this. There's also a grading rubric that tells you how am I going to grade this. So this will give you all the information you need. And basically, you need to answer everything that you're doing in full, complete sentences using appropriate grammar for your level, and just make sure you answer the questions fully. But there is a rubric to go by here, so please read that before you post. So another way to do this is you could go to discussion boards, and once you do, you'll see, let me show you here, the title for this, and it'll say introduce yourself to the class. So you'll actually see that on the discussion board link, and that will be the case for every discussion board, because what I do to make it easier for you to get into the information for the class is I do a folder for each week so that you can go in and just simply click the link to that assignment based on feedback from students in the past that has worked super well for them. So here you will put a title in, and then you will answer the questions above. Now, I don't really mind if you number these the way that you see them here. It's actually more helpful to do that in terms of grading. And just make sure that you follow all the directions. So let's go back to the page we were on, which was in week 1 folder. And what you'll see next is the so it says discussion board. If you go up here, it says complete a grammar review and assignments. Now, I only chose the most common ones for this. You are college level, and we're not going to dwell on this. Your first writing assignment, official one, will be next week, and it'll be fairly long, so you'll want to look at the week at the beginning and make sure that you know what's due. So if you look here, this tells you the section. It tells you the following items include information and a graded homework assignment for revising sentence fragments. Now, the way this is set up is if you've never used Cengage, you will have to click on this, and you'll have to use a email of your choice, and a password. Don't forget it because you may need it for other classes later on. And it will just ask you to log in. Once you log in, you're linked in and you can get to any of these assignments. So make sure you've done that. This is a video tutorial. There's a quick review. Those go straight to the assignment, and then this is your graded assignment. Now here's the catch. These are only a few minutes to review these, and I highly recommend that you do that, even if you don't need a review of revising sentence fragments, because you can take these up to 3 times, but they are averaged together. I don't use the highest grade in this class in hopes that you'll review those. The purpose of this is so that when you go to edit your information that you're checking for these items, which are the most common. Now the next one you'll notice down here, revising run-on sentences and comma splices. That's the next section. So basically there's 1-2 assignments related to grammar this week. We won't do others in the resources section or in other sections depending on where it's needed. There will be links for information if you want to review other things, but these are the 2 that are required. So you see, revising the run-ons, it's set up the same way. Here's a video tutorial, a quick review, and the actual assignment. So I hope that you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, please make sure that you email those to me. Remember that I do respond within about 24 hours of the time you send it, unless it's a weekend. I do check those occasionally on the weekend, but I don't make promises because I tend to spend that time with my family. But I do want to answer your questions, so I try to chime in at some point on the weekend, but I won't make promises. So if you send it on Friday, it might be Monday before I get it answered, but I will get back to you. So I'm really excited to have you in the class, and don't hesitate to contact me. Of course, this is an online class, so the best mode of contact is, as a reminder, my email, which is Jackie, Jackie, .gibbons, the @ symbol, kctcs.edu. That can also be found on the syllabus. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.